guys, and welcome to spring. Can you believe it? It's spring. I don't know if the weather's feeling like it's spring, but we're already here. Before you know it was Christmas, it was the beginning of the year. Now we're already the first day of spring. So let's just get warmed up and use those fun colors that you see in spring, and that's what this video is about. So you want to see more how did this eye makeup look, just keep on watching. Guys, and welcome to Jazz Journey. Thank you for selecting this video, and if you haven't done so, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Well, today we're doing a collab, and so before we get started, I really want to give an opportunity to share the works of each ladies that are also being part of this collab. So what I'm going to do is right now I'm going to share with you their pictures and what they thought of, what they came up with the inspiration of spring. So here they are. It's just so interesting how you could take spring and take it to another level, and that's what the good thing about collab is, that way you have an idea when you want to recreate something. You can pick up ideas from everybody and recreate your own look, or just follow a tutorial that you really enjoy. So today is very easy. I did this makeup look, that tree, the Japanese blossom. Oh my god, it's so cute, and it has that touch of pink. So what I started doing was recreating this look, an inspiration of that, just thinking of pink, but then in the bottom I focused a little bit of green. I don't know if it's coming through. And I started using the Morphe palette. I really like this palette, and I feel like thinking of spring, I was like, which palette should I use for spring? And the one that came to mind was this one. So I'm using the 3502, and this palette is Second Nature, perfect for spring. And I use mostly just two shades, I believe, from here. I use Heat and Fire, which are the ones I really like using the most, which is Heat. I'm gonna put the paper so you'll know exactly the names, since I'm not using them right now, but I did use Heat and I use Fire. To start it off, I started warming up the eyes with the palette that is very affordable, and I really like this palette because it's really affordable. I like the mirror, and I like how pigmented it is. It's from Bad Habit, and I started warming up the eyes with the shade Admire. I also used I also used that to warm it up, and then I used those two shades from the Morphe palette to kind of like put that in the crease to give it that pop of pink, mixing it with that Admire, which is kind of like a soft brown tone. Once that was well blended and it was the pink shade that I really wanted to come through, then I put concealer in the eyelid to make sure that it's more like a soft color in there, more like a tan color, which is what I did. But then I'm like, you know what, I should put another color to it. So I try to keep that very soft in there. And then it came the interesting part, which was recreating the branch. So I used one of these two brushes, one of these two liners. They gave me a little bit of problems, this one, when I started. It did dry out quickly, but you do want to use something that is very pointy and it's very precise, so you could control, because you have to create kind of like a wave. So I used the top of right there, and you're gonna see that I started from the top right there, from the center, and I kept creating a line until I felt like it was easy for me to glide the liner. And then I created more like a wave, and then one coming down, and that's the same thing I did on this side. Once I did that, now it was the fun part. And I feel like this is something that you cannot go wrong, because if you don't like how the branch came out, but the good thing is that you're going to be applying the white dots right on top to create that flower effect. that you're gonna see that it's gonna cover a lot of the areas that maybe you don't like. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just have fun with it, and that's exactly what I did. And I used this white 24-hour color precise eyeliner. This one is from Rimmel, and it's very affordable. And but the bad thing is that it does dry quickly. So I think the best way, I was doing circular motions with it, but then it dried out. So I think the best is just do a lot of points until you create a circle. Maybe you dab it a lot of times, you could create a circle. So just do 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then you have it. And because I was doing like circular motions, but it would dry out and it would create the flower a little bit bigger. So once you have it, I did that. Once I finished with that technique, I used a brush to apply green on the bottom, and the green that I was able to use was from this palette, and it is a pretty nice bright green, and that's the green that I use. I think I'm gonna apply a little bit more, and that's it. So once I did that and I like how it looked, then I went again. Once it dried, I did the same thing because it wasn't as white once it dried. So I did the same thing on each side, and then you're able to see that it comes out a little bit more. And with a pointy brush, this one is for the lip pointy brush, I used this palette and I took the red, almost burgundy tone, it's called Lust, and I just dip it in there. And I'm gonna show you in my hand how easy it is. This is how much product you have there. This is the flower that I did in the center. There you go. And you could use any color. Guys, I just have fun with it. It was just a fun collab, and I really like, because I really wanted to do something different, especially for spring, and I think we do need it to be fun and creative, especially that this winter was really long, and it surprised me how many days, even in Florida, we have so many cold days still. So I really hope that you like this video. Hope that you enjoy the collab. It warmed you up, especially to welcome the spring, and it's a new year, and there will be so many great ideas that we could come together and collab and support each other, come together and do a collab. And I was so excited to be a part of it. So I thank you to the ladies for letting me be part of it. So I'm going to be sharing their videos as well, their link, and also the Facebook group as well, where we got together to do this collab. So if you really enjoyed this video, I ask that you give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so, I really would appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much for watching, and happy spring. Bye.